Hello everyone, my name is Dhananjay Kumar. In this video, we are going to learn about global error handling in Angular. In Angular, you may have three types of errors. One, compile time error, and those errors get captured by TypeScript compiler. So you cannot build your application if you have compile time error. Second type of error is that when you are making an API call, you may come across error while communicating with API, and there's different way to handle that. We would cover that in further videos. And the purpose of this video is to see that how we can handle runtime errors in our Angular application. A runtime error can encounter for various reasons. For example, you are trying to perform a sort operation on undefined, you are doing divide by zero exception, and those kind of operation brings the runtime error to your application. We'll see that how we can handle it. There are different ways to handle. One most popular way is that you can put try-catch statement everywhere in your code and you can handle those exceptions. Yeah, that is a good approach. But here, let's see that how we can globally handle that, such that at one place we have written a code to handle that error. In that code, if we are handling that runtime exception, we are logging that exception back to Elastic Log or App Insight. And if required, whenever we have to change, we just change at one place, and this global error handling is getting impacted everywhere else. So let's get into it. So here I have created an Angular application. This Angular application is in Angular version 18. Now what I'm going to do is that let's go to this app component.ts. This is a very simple application, nothing fancy. In app component.ts, let's say that I have one data of type any. So here I have data and type of data is any. There is no data in it. And then I have a function called sort data. In this function, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say this dot data dot sort. So very simple code just to show that, just to bring a runtime error to our application. And then in app component, here let's say that I have a button. And in this button, I'm saying sort data. And then we perform click event. So here let's say that click sort data. All right, so now what happens that when you click on this button, you get runtime error, and for obvious reason, because this .data.sort, you're trying to perform sort operation on data, which is possibly undefined right now. So let's go ahead and run this. Here we are running, and when we press F12, here I am pressing F12, going to console, and let's say that sort data. As soon as I sort data, here you see that it tells you that cannot read property of undefined. So there is a runtime error right now in your application, and your browser is showing it. Now, in your real application, an application which is on production, you may not want to show this red message in browser console to your user. You want to gracefully handle that. So let's see that how we can do it. So what we are going to do here is that to handle error, first we'll create a service. So let's say that nggs, and that service is global error handler. So here I have created a service, global error handler. And then in the code, you see that you have this global error handler service created. Now what Angular does that it has an class called error handler that handles runtime error. We are going to override that class and put our own logic inside that. So here we'll say implements and error handler. Error handler is that class. Go to this error handler and you see that error handler has a function called handle error. We are going to override this and we are going to put our own logic inside this handle error class. So here you have implemented global error handler service and then implemented error handler. Now let's go ahead and write code inside handle error. So here in handle error, we'll say that handle error, and we are going to say console.log. We are going to handle error. I'm just putting one message here. And of course, in this class, in this function handle error, you can write any code you want. You can read the whole stack trace, then you can call a service. That service can eventually call an API and put that stack trace to logging, such that Elastic Log or App Insight, etc. But right now, just to showcase to you what I'm doing, I'm just saying that console.log, we are going to handle error. So here we have created our own custom global error handler service class, which is implementing error handler, and then we have overridden handle error function as well. Now to use this, first let's go ahead and run this again. So we go and run the application. And here we have global error handlers. So data, you are getting this error because still it is using error handler, that default error handler class of Angular. Now to use global error handler class, which we have created, what we got to do is we need to go to app.config. If you are in version earlier than Angular 14, you can go to app.model.ts. And here I would say that, hey, provide, whenever there is an error handler class, error handler token, please use the class global error handler service. So here we are using global error handler service, which we just created, and this code is again related to service and dependency injection. If you want to read more about that, learn more about that, in the comment section I'll put a video URL, a 90-minute video which I have created on services and dependency injection. You can watch that. But just to summarize, what it says that, hey, Angular, whenever you see the token error handler, please use the class global error handler service, and this is our class which we have created, and here we are saying that handle error, console.log, we are going to handle error. So let's see that in the output. Here is our application. When we click on this sort data, it tells you that we are going to handle error because our custom error handler class is in action. Now inside this global error handler, you can write your own code. You can use stack trace JS, you can read whole stack trace, and then you can log that to Elastic Log or App Insight. So to work with stack trace, what I'm going to do, I'm going to install stack trace. This is a popular JavaScript library for handle stack trace in JavaScript projects. So here we can say npm I stack trace JS. So let me go ahead and install it in the application. So for that, I'm here and I'll say stack trace JS. So here I'm installing it. After successful installation of a stack trace, you can modify handle error class, handle error function in global error handler service class like this. So here I'm using a stack trace and then reading the stack trace and creating the error messages. Please be aware that here you can write your own code. You can have a error handler interface or type, and in that you can have a message, you can have a route. So for example, let's say that here I'm creating one type, here I'm creating one interface, and that interface is called error message, and it has various types. Here I'm saying that message and string, then stack string, then let's say that route where it had happened is string, then we can say routes, and then you can say date time, at what time it happens, everything you can write it here. And then you can go ahead and here assign those messages, like you can say that E as error message. Let E of error message, and here you can go and say that, all right, message is error message dot error stack string routes windows or location href, or you can read that route from your router and the date time. Once this message is done, then here you can just send it to service, and then from the service you can send it to API or any log, Elastic Log or App Insight, etc. While doing development, what you can do is that you can just go to app.config.ts and just say that, okay, instead of global error handler, use this error handler. Then it will not use that class which you have created, and you're back here, it is using the default class. In the production, you can just change it back to global error handler service. Alright, so in this video you learned about how to handle error, runtime error in an Angular application. Step 1, create a new service. Step 2, implement error handler class. Step 3, in the handle error method, write your own code. And then step 4, provide it at the application level. So I hope you find this video useful. Thank you so much for watching this. And in further videos, I'll cover other concepts of Angular. Once again, thank you so much. Please subscribe to the channel and please share this video with all your Angular developer friends. Thank you.